So ever since the pandemic back in 2020, last year, I haven't had any checkups at all because I've been so scared to go to the hospital because of all the COVID cases. Finally, back in June of this year, I decided that it was time. So I actually booked a home service, checkup service that had everything from my blood test to my urine, poop. So it was an executive checkup. When the results came out, we were actually traveling in the US, so I didn't really have the time to consult with a doctor because when we were trying to do it, because of the time difference, I guess, it just didn't want us to book a consult with a doctor. So finally, when I got back to the Philippines in late July, early August, that's when I talked to a doctor online. And it turns out there were two things in my blood test that were very alarming, my amylase and lipase. Now, I don't know what those are. Apparently, mine were really high, and the doctor was so bothered and alarmed that she was asking me if I felt any pain in my stomach area, which I didn't. I actually felt fine, and she even said that the levels are so high, she thought I could have either pancreatitis or pancreatic cancer. So that scared me. Problem was, I was in a 10-day quarantine in a hotel, so you can just imagine what was going through my mind for those 10 days. I was thinking, wow, I only have 3 months to live, and I kept Googling about pancreatic cancer and pancreatitis. And it just got me worried. So my advice is don't Google stuff on your own, just talk to a doctor. Since the doctor that I consulted with online was more of a general practitioner, I decided to talk to a gastroenterologist to explain to me and also get a second opinion on what was going on with my body. So the doctor told me to get another blood test and also to get an ultrasound on my abdomen area to find out if I really had something going on with my pancreas or liver. So I did that right away when I got out of quarantine. But in the meantime, while I was waiting for that second test to rule out any lab errors, I cut out all my alcohol intake. Because according to Google, one of the top reasons for getting pancreatitis is alcohol consumption. So luckily, when I got out and took all my blood tests and my ultrasound, everything was clear. My blood, my amylase and lipase were back to normal. And so the doctor told me that might have been a lab error. Congratulations, you're in good health. But to make sure that it was a lab error, he wanted me to do another blood test in a month. So during that month, I went back to my old habits, which is just eating regularly. Sometimes I do intermittent fasting. Sometimes I try to do keto, but mostly I just try to be healthy, but not super healthy. So I would eat red meat, pork, white meat. I'd have some wine once in a while, maybe 2 glasses per meal, and I would do that maybe 2 to 3 times a week. And so after a month, when I got back and did my blood test again, my lipase went up again. And so my doctor was alarmed again, meaning the very first blood test results that I got were not a lab error. And in fact, it was pretty accurate. So the next thing I did was I had to do an MRI or an MRCP, which is basically an MRI with contrast, whatever that means. What they do is they put you in this MRI machine, which is like a tunnel, and then you just kind of stay there and you can't move for about 45 minutes, and you just hear loud noises like construction as they scan your whole abdomen area. Now luckily the results came out and everything was normal. They couldn't find any blockage. They found one cyst in my kidney, but my doctor said that's nothing, that's just probably water, so nothing to worry about. So then what I did was I had to cut off all my alcohol. And take another test, a blood test again in 2 weeks. And I did that just a few days ago. And my results, luckily, are back to normal. What does this all mean? Well, my doctor figured it out. It's alcohol. My body can't take alcohol for some reason. When I drink alcohol, even for maybe just a glass of alcohol, my pancreas just reacts. It's like I have the same level of an alcoholic that drinks all day, every day. But I feel fine. And I don't really drink that much. But then again, everybody's different. So I guess my body's just different that it can't take alcohol. So the bottom line is I have to give up alcohol, which is fine because I was never really much of a drinker. this guy. This is the guy. This is the guy. This guy. I would rather much give up alcohol than say dairy or ice cream. So why am I sharing this with you guys? Well, because two things. Number one, I think looks can be deceiving because I thought I was healthy. I mean, I'm not super thin, but I'm not obese either. And I usually exercise and I try to eat right, but not all the time. So I thought I'm fine. Even for somebody in their 40s, I thought, hey, I'm in pretty good health. But apparently my pancreas were already having a hard time. What's the second point of this? Well, I'm encouraging everyone, especially the people who are in their middle age like me, to get regular checkups, or at least get a checkup. Before, I used to do a checkup once a year, but since the pandemic started, I've been scared to go to the hospital, so I didn't do one for 2 years. So now, my goal is to go get a regular checkup every 3 months because, I mean, let's face it, we're not getting any younger, and we really have to take care of our health and our body because this is the only one we got. Anyway, I hope that helps you guys, and I hope that encourages you to get a checkup and, just to be safe. That's it. Talk to you guys soon and stay safe. Bye.